Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Save Spot. Thanks for taking the time to listen to my review of Remnant 2. Now, there are many angles in which you can review a game, from the technicals to the emotional experience you felt. I noticed that many reviews look at the game from pure technical perspective, but you don't really get the full feel of the game based on the reviewer's biases. So my aim in this review is to give you my perspective, my 2 cents on the game, based on my own biases. And if you agree, fine. If not, that's fine too. It is wise to look at several reviews to get the best picture of something you're gonna buy with your hard-earned money. Okay, this review will be quick, and I will judge it with this main criteria in mind. Is it worth your time? The most precious commodity we have, we can't make more of it, and it is limited. Also, I will look at the story, how immersive it is, its replayability, the fun factor, of course, based on what I consider fun, and probably the only technical criteria that I will use is how buggy the game is, or maybe some of the gameplay mechanics and the controls. Now, who is this game for? Which is, in my opinion, kind of important. This game is for casual gamers and even hardcore gamers that like action RPG, exploring and collecting items, looking for secrets that developers have hidden, and making character builds and geek out on stats and min-maxing your character to show off to your friends. If this is you, this game is for you. And it certainly delivers in both playstyle and the systems necessary to make it a successful product. Okay, first, the story, straight from the developers. Remnant 2 is the sequel to the best-selling game Remnant from the Ashes that pits survivors of humanity against new deadly creatures and godlike bosses across terrific worlds. Play solo or co-op with 2 other friends to explore the depths of the unknown, to stop an evil from destroying reality itself. To succeed, players will need to rely on their own skills and those of their team to overcome the toughest challenges and to stave off humanity's extinction. So that is the story, but is this game worth your time just from a story perspective? And I believe it's not. The story is okay, but I found myself not drawn in by the story and lore, but by no means is this game only the story. There's so much more to this game, and the story is not the cake, but rather the icing around the cake. It adds flavor, but it's not the meat, right? Where the true meat lies in this is the builds, the secrets, the replayability in this game. Like I said before, if you are the type that likes to explore, make builds, there are plenty of ways to tinker and ways to play to whatever style you want. The game is immersive enough in that aspect alone, making it a time suck for sure. When looking for all the hidden loot to eke out that extra % of damage or buff for your character, it is rewarding. The gameplay is fun, control is tight and responsive. And each character archetype, which is like a class system, is unique enough to make you want to come back and try different combinations and create for yourself the ultimate melee build or glass cannon. There are 3 main biomes that are procedural generated with side dungeons that don't always spawn and many mini bosses, side bosses, and world bosses to fight and obtain that precious loot. Furthermore, there are 2 other biomes that are part of the campaign. But even though there's 3, each biome has 2 possible start locations, and with all the side content, there's plenty here to keep you coming back. I love the co-op feature of this game, how you can join someone randomly and just play along, and it doesn't really hurt the fun factor of the game. The enemies are numerous enough and strong enough even on the lowest difficulty to give you a challenge, but not overpowered and spongy. The developers really put some thought into enemy types of each area and provided enough variety that it doesn't feel like a copy and paste with different skin. Each area is truly unique. Now, typically with games like this, there's a bit of a grind to get more material to craft or upgrade weapons, but they have done a good job at hiding the grind behind the amount of exploring and time needed to upgrade all the different archetypes via the XP earned while you play the game. So there's multiple things going on at the same time while you replay and look for items and also increase your XP to upgrade your character. There are very few bugs now that they have released a couple of patches to the game, and any other bugs are probably something that is not even noticeable in your playthrough. The developers are active and providing updates, and there will be some DLC dropping for this game, which will add even more to the fun. Overall, is this game worth your time? Well, for me, it was an absolute yes. Very entertaining and fun to play, and like I said earlier, if this is your type of game, you will enjoy it. Well, that's my 2 cents. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and see you in the next one.